All right, Michael's got a lot of amazing prep. We're going to get to it. Looks like there's 22 items there. Great chat with him on the phone. Christian's got a comment. I do want to show you, yesterday was the release date to No Time to Die, and I told you it had the same ending of today's connection. May 19th has a connection to The King's Man. Same ending as No Time to Die with same lead actor. It's fascinating. It'll just blow your mind how they put this together. Like, does anybody even notice this stuff other than us? Right? I mean,
level of discretion.
So the guy in the portrait dies. It's his son, and they're starting the agency called The King's Man, just like Bond worked for the agency. And The King's Man, the agency, was all about basic crime fighting, just like Batman or just like James Bond, you know, fighting the evil in the world. You see the whiskey bottle right there in the middle. Everybody gets their close up. And there's the whiskey bottle in the middle.
Is Merlin, the quartermaster.
Merlin the magician. They call him a quartermaster, which of course is Q from James Bond. It's the exact same movie. There's the whiskey bottle with the tribute.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace to his son who died, that they're naming The King's Man. And there's Bond whiskey. They just set his whiskey glass down.
And remember.
Same lead actor.
And
same amount of people in the room.
I thought this.
And there comes the tribute over whiskey to Bond. Everybody gets their close-ups. As you can see, close up, Q, Money Penny, close up, and they're all doing the ka-tink with the whiskey.
Back to work.
So there you go. Well, the release date for No Time to Die was yesterday, as we showed you, and now The King's Man is today. So they're fusing 518 with 519, or my second marriage with my third. I showed you all that yesterday in yesterday's video. 519 would be my third. And the only other weird thing about that is you do get 153 days, which is my third marriage progression, two different ways. From when I got hit in the eye with a paper airplane. It's 153 days. 15, my marriage number, first digit's 5, so 5 plus 5 plus 5 is a progression. Or remember, it was 51. Next one would be 52 to Candy. And then, of course, 53, my third marriage. So I've always thought, well, that's the bride of Christ. You know, the 153 fish. That's all that is. But if I was to have a actual third marriage, that's what tomorrow is fusing together. The second to the third would be weird if I remarried Candy somehow, because, and she's got a fiance and has had one for years. Because they fuse those two release dates, 518 and then 519, which to me is a little strange in the world I live in. Y'all know that world. I show it to you a lot. So might as well save the best for last. Michael's is 22 emails. Let's just get Christian's out of the way. That's my stuff out of the way. I don't have anything in prep. I do have something in prep. It's a mad world. Okay. I added that release date. It was released on 11/7, which of course, 15 days before JFK got popped. It's the Revelation 11/7, the beast rising from the pit. We know that Mad World was the song by Tears for Fears. So this movie is called It's a Mad World. It is one of the most critically acclaimed, famous comedies of all time. it is the same theatrical running time as No Time to Die, minus the credits. The No Time to Die is shows to be running 4 minutes longer, but their credits are way longer. So it's a mad world. It's probably actually a little bit longer running time. And it's a mad world. Does have, it's all about the big W. It's all about the big W. It's a mystery. They're looking for the money underneath or at the big W. You'll see it, this great big W. And it hits on May 27th and then on July 3rd. It also hits on August 9th, which is, well, on the third day is August 11th or 88. And August 11th is a full moon and Sirius rising. So Donnie Darko, Mad World, and then the movie, it's a mad world. It is now loaded. And being that it hits on August 9th, that is big to me. Because what else hits on May 27th that would also hit on August 9th? Nothing. So it's very unique because August 9th is an extremely big day because on the third day, Sirius, the dog star, rises. On the same day, you have a full moon. And rising on the third day is all about I Pet Goat, or excuse me, The Dark Knight to The Dark Knight Rises, released 3 days apart or 2 days apart or on the third day. But we know that I Pet Goat shows him literally rising, just like the movie The Dark Knight Rises does. And you're like, well, in I Pet Goat, it's all there. That town is cold. It's winter time. Yeah, I get it, but it's always winter somewhere. Like it's 5 o'clock somewhere. It's winter over there, or it's winter here at opposite times of the year, but it's always winter at where I think the abyss is, what the world calls the North Pole, which was where that I Pet Goat was filmed at. It was like a city at the North Pole minus Santa, Satan, Santa. And he rises up out of the abyss, which I believe would probably be the center of the earth, where right above it is, I think that's the North Star, which never moves when you're standing at the North Pole. You look up and the stars just twist around it, just like the sun and the moon twist around us, going around in a circle. So we don't have any eclipse that pops on the 27th. We just have Christian Bale's birthday and the release date of It's a Mad World.
Whoa! Hey, did you?
Absolute funniest movie you've ever seen in your life, people.
Hey, how about that?
And it's 1963, and it's still the funniest movie you've ever seen in your life.
Look, I'm not a doctor or anything, but I had some medical experience. Just hold on, mister. We're going to get you to hospital. Look, there's this dose, hey? There's all the...
It's all, the whole movie is these people who incorporate all these other people to go look for the money at the big W.
Stowe, 350 G's. Do you hear what I'm saying? Big state park, just south of Dago. And listen, a big W. And it's been there, and it's been laying there for...
So the cop is Spencer Tracy, and they've been tracking this guy because Spencer Tracy wants the money.
15 years. You ought to get out of here. And I paid for it. Paid for him. Dig it all up. Hello for old Smiler.
There's nothing funnier.
And well, I didn't mean to do it. Macro, take it
They
easy.
thought he was dead. He comes back alive. It's
Please say it don't make any difference, Aunt Bill. Please.
you know, now he's hallucinating that he thinks that, and the guys are like, hey, just act like you're his Aunt Belle.
You gotta tell me it don't make any difference.
For heaven's sake, tell him.
It don't make any difference.
So he's going to kick the bucket. Are you ready for this? Y'all, it's the funniest movie you've ever seen in your life. Look at the views, 519. Are you kidding me? 519. And it says 185 fused with a 519. That's the fourth progression of 37. 37, 74, 111, 148, 185. It's the fifth progression, my marriage number, and it's fused in with my next marriage number, 519. Look at the views. I'm not making that up. I can't go in there and put those on there. Look at that 885, my second marriage. That was Candy's second marriage to me. I was her 88. That's crazy. A big W, I tell you. Oh, Smiley. So yeah, I seem to all be about movies tonight, don't I? And so anyway, Donnie Darko, Mad World was a key song in that movie. So I did chart It's a Mad, 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 Mad World. And that'll put us on the 27th. We have something now for the 27th, but we still don't, along with Christian Bale's birthday, if you want to count that. But no eclipse. I'm sure there's one out there somewhere, but we don't have it charted. Christian's comments are, before we get to Michael's big time prep. Oh, I had one more in prep, didn't I? Yeah, good. May 21st is the only thing we've got coming. I need to put these in order, and I also need to look up Day of the Dead in English in the gematria and see what other dates pop up. Because any date that comes and lands on that is going to be something we're going to add to the mix, right? August 11th is there, and that is 88. So you got Taco Tuesday, you got this October, you got Donald Trump's end, and you got month of August. Month of August and August 11th. Is August 11th on a Tuesday? Nah, it's a Thursday. So they're off the hook. Taco Tuesday would go down on the 9th, though, and he would rise on the 11th. So that's August 9th, which I'm big on that day, as y'all know, based on other things. All right, so Christian said, if I'm not mistaken, May 22nd, the WEF is supposed to be meeting to discuss Title 42. Let me find out what that is. Hang on. All right, WEF Title 42, I'm searching. So there's Title 42. So I'm just not sure what WEF is. Turning over our sovereignty to the UN. May 22. Minus 3 days is 519. The day we seek, we find has been pointing out, but for some reason isn't. I just looked. Did you see the new video, Constantine, We Seek, We Find It? Yes, I watched all their videos. They're very short, so it's easy to do. Unlike mine, sorry. Shows Trump's military picture with him as tip of the spear. And the time on the watch when Lucifer versus Gabriel shows the time of 519. And their blood around the watch may be representative of the blood moon, and it appear there are 3 seconds time ticking until the watch stops. Well, we'll keep an eye out. Thank you, my friend. We will keep an eye out. So let's go, Michael. So we talked about Sledgehammer, and that sent Michael off on a big time journey. How yesterday's video I was showing the Sledgehammer, and Michael went to it and he said it linked to 514. So we have that in the next progression, the next time it pops up, because there's so many things that connect to that day. I was bummed when it didn't happen on 5/14. I thought if it was going to happen in mid-May, that was the day. Michael's day was more the 16th. It didn't happen for we were both bummed out on 2 different days. I was bummed out after the 14th. He was bummed out after the 16th, but we're both, of course, quite happy that we're, he's able to spend time with his family. My son is just, he cannot, his issue just stays horrible. And he's got a good job. But it's a bad situation. He cannot stop drinking. He just cannot. So it's just like this accident waiting to happen. Because you mentioned young Trump in the Denver airport mural slamming the sledgehammer, the famous song was released on 4/21, 1986. That links to everything that linked to 5/14. Wow. Which is everything. So I need to add that to one of the 5/14. I'm not going to add anything more, but I'll put it in a cell. Now, Sledgehammer was a song by Peter Gabriel. Yep. And he's got that up there. Peter Gabriel, Sledgehammer. That song, I believe it was famous for being the first song ever on MTV. Sledgehammer, first song ever played on MTV. What was the first song ever played on MTV? I should say video. Video killed the radio star. Then it won best. Sledgehammer wins first video award for MTV. That's a terrible.
According to Wikipedia, the song's music video won a record 9 MTV Video Music Awards at the 1987 MTV Video Music Awards and Best British Video at the 1987 Brit Awards.
Best male rock vocal performance for Grammy, Record of the Year Grammy. Peter Gabriel smashes the MTV VMAs with Sledgehammer. So, and there it is, video of the year and best overall performance in a video. First ever MTV Video Awards.
1984. According to Wikipedia, the 1984 MTV Video Music Awards aired live on September 14, 1984. The inaugural ceremony honored the best music videos released between May 2, 1983 and May 2, 1984, and was hosted by Dan Aykroyd and Bette Midler at the Radio City Music Hall in New York City.
Totally my bad. It just crushed it one year then. That's what it was. It crushed one year. Girls Just Want to Have Fun was the first ever winner. Okay, man. Hey, I'm learning new trivia every day. And so are y'all. All right. Let's go. Let's keep going. Sledgehammer comes to Donald Drumpf, Apollyon, President, Donnie Darko, 911, June 2nd, June 4, Adolf Hitler, Society of Jesus, which is the Jesuits, and summer solstice. So that is June 21st, June 2nd, June 4th. That's super big. Y'all see the reverse ordinal of 214, and you see the 110, and you see the 5-6. And a 61. I turned 61 this year. This year, I'm big on the 5-6 or June 6th for it being the day of the 214th verse of the book of Revelation concerning the 110-story Twin Towers. I mean, it was weird just looking at all those numbers like that. And obviously it doesn't mean a thing. But I love the way it does hit on June 2nd, June 4th, summer solstice. But Donald Trump, Apollyon, Donnie Darko, 911. That's big. That's just gigantic stuff. Gigantic stuff, y'all. I'm going to put this in Mike archives. Hang on just a second. I'm going to save this video for the month of June. Yeah, that one's a keeper, if you know what I'm saying. Because there's a lot of stuff we need to look at through the month of June. I just hope I remember. Sledgehammer review. David Friedman comes out swinging on Trump and Israel. What Michael was telling me over the phone and what he's showing us now is all these different times sledgehammer was used in Trump headlines. And there, of course, is the Trump mural with the sledgehammer. That song Sledgehammer was all about him. 1000%. Like everything's all about him. Back to the Future, The Dark Knight, James Bond. So there's a sledgehammer headline. Trump Hollywood star destroyed with sledgehammer. And notice that video is 5:6 in length, which is another June 6th reference. Does it mean anything? These are just things I look at and pick up on. Doesn't mean anything's going to happen. I just see numbers. It's a blessing or it's a curse. And y'all can make up your own opinions on that. I look at it as a blessing. You might look at it as a curse. He's a witch. I would think it if I wasn't teaching the truth in God's word. I don't think the Lord would give his spiritual discernment concerning the truth in his word to a witch. Let me see. Opinion trumps, and he's called me out of the world, so I physically live it. I don't get drunk. I don't have unmarried sex. So that's what tells me the Lord, this language of numbers is something the Lord's made with me. And I just look at it as that there's a reason why he's done it, for a good reason, not a demonic reason, but a reason between he and I, not between Satan and I. Because you're either of your father, the devil, or you're of the Holy Spirit. There's no gray area to float around in. Eventually, you will slot into one or the other. And another sledgehammer headline. Trump took a sledgehammer to U.S.-China relations. Boom. Look at Michael's research, man. Trump's pick to run Arizona wants to sledgehammer the communist media. Trump executive order takes sledgehammer to U.S. climate action. So notice how Michael has found different topics concerning Trump where the word sledgehammer is used. Trump is a sledgehammer to dismantling the Obama agenda. Is this Michael guy fascinating or what? Trump's controversial Israel ambassador will write tell-all memoir titled Sledgehammer. Michael's insane right now. You're off the charts right now, Michael, with this. There's the book Sledgehammer. Trump takes a verbal sledgehammer to United Nations Foundation. All right, getting into the colors of the Rams, Golden State Warriors. I was telling Michael, I think it's all about the blue sky and the golden sun. Is the Rams colors? They're real. This is real sun god, Mother Nature type fusion, if you will. It's the sun and the sky. These colors. Could be totally off, but usually when you get into colors in their world, the colors are repping something to do with the whole Mother Nature thing. Other than, of course, the color purple when they mix the red and the blue. So the Golden State Warriors. Tiger Woods tee time for PGA Championship tomorrow is 9/11, year of the Tiger. Is he going down on 519 on my third marriage progression? I mean, heaven forbid, right? Tiger's really teeing off at 9/11 tomorrow. Born in 1988, 33 years old, Conor McGregor. Is this the one where he's going to show us? Because Conor McGregor, thank you, Michael. I asked Michael to show me this or to email me Conor McGregor so I would remember, because I watched this video. You're not going to believe it. Let me get it prepped up for you. So here's Conor McGregor, basically the beast. Let me try to get one so I can blow it up for you. I told Michael I didn't even know really what it was. It was just looked like gang symbolism. My first year of teaching, when you saw the gang drawings, I was at a heavily gang related school, and you would see a lot of the crowns when they would draw. You'd walk by and you just see them drawing, and the principals, the staff wanted to know, because students weren't allowed to draw like that. It was my first year of teaching. I was at such a rough school. It's crazy. So it's nice to be thrown into the fire. That's how you learn. But that's his tattoo, which I told him, I said, I can't remember what it actually is, Michael. I said, I don't think it's anything particular. I think it's just the beast. And that's kind of what it looks like. Just what Revelation would call the beast. And so Conor McGregor made a quote. My punches are like bows and arrows, Conor McGregor. So right there, 3 days ago, Conor McGregor on Twitter, the McGregor bow and arrows. Conor McGregor attacks punching bag like, no. Let's find the exact one. The McGregor bow and arrow, 3 days ago. 3 days ago, Conor McGregor has showed off his bow and arrow punch. Well, the Antichrist has a bow. So how close are we, right? I mean, is that a signal? We're just speculating, because they do this stuff to mess with us. Oh, they don't. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. McGregor was born in 1988. He is current, 33 years old. Guess when his birthday is? Yep. Candy and I's anniversary, July 14th. I just now remembered that. Conor McGregor's birthday, July 14th. And I was her 88. And he's what? The biggest star of all time. That's insane. How old was he then? 88, 98, 2008. He was 19 years old. And there it is, 1988. He turned 19 on that day when I became Candy's 88. That's just crazy. All right. Thank you, Michael. Good stuff. So there's Angelina Jolie's Tiger. And he's saying it's the same tiger. Tiger to the right, tiger to the right. Yep. The head's to the right. Yeah. So Angelina Jolie's birthday is June 4th, which was in that email that I put to the Michael archives. that I'm going to mark as unread. So it'll always be sitting there for us. Seriously. I want to keep an eye on that thing, man. Angelina Jolie, born on 6/4. Well, is he going down on June 4th or 6/4? That would sure be fascinating. Tiananmen Square massacre occurred on June 4th, which is kind of what they're showing in iPet Goat. They're kind of doing a remake of that. And that was in the year 1989. The most famous photo from Tiananmen Square. Michael and I will tell you about Michael first. That was all staged. All the world's a stage and has been. It's not just now becoming a stage, it's always been a stage. And there's the tanks lined up. There she comes. Thank you, Michael. Good stuff. I circled the Taiwan and Chinese flags. That's next to the stage of their war. China will invade Taiwan. Yeah, China's going to invade Taiwan. Good call on that, Michael. Let me try to save this and I'll blow it up. It's like a little clearer picture. So thank you, Michael, of Trump with a sledgehammer. But there he is saying that is the China flag and the Taiwan flag. And there's some issue going on there, Michael's saying. Fascinating, man. This stuff's crazy. It's getting kind of hectic. It's getting kind of hectic. All right. So fantastic items, Michael. Christian, thank you for your comment. The people that subscribe to this channel drive this channel. We like to think the Holy Spirit drives this channel. Conor McGregor. Look at that. Bows and arrows. Talking about his bow. All right, love y'all.